We want the Big Ten championship, and we're going to win it as a team. They can throw out all those great backs and great quarterbacks and great defensive players throughout the country and in this conference. But there's going to be one team that's going to play solely as a team. No man is more important than the team. No coach is more important than the team. The team, the team, the team. And if we think that way, all of us, everything that you do, you take into consideration what effect does it have on my team. Because you can go into professional football, you go anywhere you want to play after you leave here. You will never play for a team again. You'll play for a contract, you'll play for this, you'll play for that, you'll play for everything except the team. And think what a great thing it is to be a part of something that is the team. We're going to win it. We're going to win the championship again because we're going to play as a team. Better than anybody else in this conference, we're going to play together as a team. We're going to believe in each other. We're not going to criticize each other. We're not going to talk about each other. We're going to encourage each other. And when we play as a team, when the old season is over, you and I know it's going to be Michigan again. Michigan.
Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming this evening, and thank you to the Jolly Pumpkin for hosting us.
This is Dave Brandon, Director of Athletics at the University of Michigan, and welcome to the Jolly Pumpkin and the Night of Champions. We're thrilled that you're here. Anything that honors Coach Schembechler is a good thing, and have a great time.
So the Bose relationship with the Cardiovascular Center really began in December 2002. Some months later, I had a chance to go meet with Bose, and just before Christmas of 2002. And it was in Bo's office, and he was really down. And Bo's never down, and so I wondered, what's wrong? And he said, I just got my report from my cardiologist that there's nothing more they can do for me. He said, I'm not ready to be put out to pasture. And I said, well, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to go to Mayo Clinic, I'm going to go down to Johns Hopkins, I'm going to go to Cleveland Clinic, and I'm going to find the best that can help me out. So I said, well, there's a guy here in town that started with a team of people that are putting together a cardiovascular center in town, Dr. Eagle. I'd like to have you meet. He says, oh, I'd like to do that, that'd be great. So we walked out to the car, it was drizzly, rainy, it was just a crummy, cold December day, and Bo was kind of down, and Bo looked at me in the eye and he says, what do you think I should do? And I said, Bo, as you taught us, I think what you need to do is fix your attitude. He says, you think that's what's wrong with me? I said, yeah, I do. He says, I can do that. And so with that, he went and saw Kim and never went anyplace else.
So when he came to see me, I didn't like his medications. He wasn't on maximal medications. I didn't like his lifestyle. He wasn't eating well and he wasn't exercising enough. And I didn't like his attitude. He was acting defeated. He was acting like this cardiologist had told him the disease is going to win. And after 2 hours, he was going to see me and then go to Cleveland Clinic and then Mayo Clinic and whoever. And I basically said, I don't like your medicines, I don't like your lifestyle, and I don't like your attitude. I'll never forget, his eyes were like this little pipsqueak. He's saying this to me. And he says, God damn it. You're my cardiologist. When do I start? And so, in one man's life, over 40 years, he saw literally a dozen or more advances stemming from research, then applied to humans, then applied to his condition. So he ended up, what you would have thought, if a guy's 39 with a heart attack, in 1969, you'd say, lucky if he lives 5 to 10 years. And he lived almost 40. Just when he needed it, here it came. It was remarkable. I mean, I've never had a person in my practice who in a single life captured that full imagination of how research can change your chances.
So Kim came to me and said, Fritz, this is an exceptional story. Bo's life people don't live with the disease that he has as long as he has lived. And this story needs to be told, because if he can do it, other people can do it. And we need to share that story. And so we went to Bo. And if you understand Bo, Bo's life was, when we talk about the 4 levels of happiness, and the ultimate level of happiness is leaving a legacy, creating a better tomorrow that you may never see. And Bo lived his life for that purpose, and that he had 125 young men on that football team that he was going to put out into the world. They were going to make a bigger difference in this world than he ever could. After coaching, that was gone, and he was trying to figure out, what can I do? And so when Kim and I went to Bo to talk to him about the concept of a fund, a legacy, he was all for it, because it was never about him. He didn't care that his name was about it, was on it, but that we were going to make a difference in other people's lives because of what he learned.
The Heart of a Champion Fund is an absolutely fantastic opportunity that is given to young cardiovascular scientists here at the University of Michigan. And when somebody's starting out, it's a very vulnerable period, right? They're very bright people. We have the brightest talent. We have people from all over the country, the best institutions who want to train here, be here, join our faculty. They are fantastic. But as they're just starting out, they're trying to identify what area of research is important to them. Learning from our patients, what things we don't know, and sadly it's a lot. Cardiovascular disease remains the leading killer of Americans. So there's a lot we have to learn. And we've got the best minds who want to learn it, want to study it. And when they're first trying to do this, they need resources to do their research. Whatever the question they have, whether it's a question of why people drop dead suddenly and unexpectedly, and sometimes that's a heritable condition, why maybe people get a heart attack, despite the fact that maybe they're joggers and they think they're living healthy lifestyles. We just don't know all the answers. Whatever their question is, we have faculty really who are interested in discovering the answers and then helping people with it. But in this early period when they're starting their careers, they need resources to undertake their studies.
So the money that is raised by things like the Heart of a Champion Award allows you or me as a junior investigator the opportunity to try out some of these new creative ideas I have, with the hope that over the course of 4 to 5 years I will finally have a project that is my own project, and that at that time when I go to the larger funding agencies, the national funding agencies, they will say, this guy's developed his own project and he's going to be somebody in life, and let's go ahead and give him the money and an opportunity to make a big difference.
But what a guy, and how lucky we are to have had him a part of our lives, and to have him want to make a difference in other people's lives, and to go on. And the Heart of a Champion Fund is the way that we can honor Bo in such a remarkable way. Great people are bigger in death than they are in life. They leave a legacy that goes on and lives long after they're gone. And that's the greatest testimony that you can give to somebody, is to understand that we want to honor what they stood for and make a difference in tomorrow, just as they did.